In her work on the relationship between constitutionalism and popular sovereignty, the legal scholar Sharbani Sen argued that Article 368 and the power of amendment it conferred opened up the possibility of legalizing through the use of constitutional law future constitutional transformations that seek to reject some elements of past constitutional traditions. Yet, the First Amendment went much further than simply rejecting some elements of past constitutional traditions. There was precious little by way of constitutional tradition to reject in 1951 anyway, apart from the institutional memory of the colonial state that much of the post-colonial government had absorbed by osmosis and imitation. Not even the founders, the vast bulk of whom also sat in the Provisional Parliament, had ever imagined a constitutional transformation in 15 months, even before the first election had taken place. The First Amendment thus did not just legalize a constitutional transformation that rejected past traditions. As the first of over 100 amendments, it created major precedents, both legally and politically, inaugurating certain traditions and crystallizing other tendencies already present in the nation's political sphere. In the immediate term, it effected certain changes, such as the revalidation of sedition and blanket security for land reform legislation. But in the longer term, it was, as Granville Austin noted, consequential far beyond its immediately visible content. The immediate ramifications of the amendment had already been delineated over the debate and commentary that surrounded the passage of the Constitution First Amendment Bill. Longer-term consequences, many unfolding to this date, came to light much later, proving many of the bill's opponents to have been correct. Foremost among the precedents Nehru created was the precedent of amending the Constitution to overcome and overturn judicial pronouncements. By retrospectively amending the Constitution to overcome adverse judicial pronouncements, supposedly impeding the fulfillment of certain government policies and programs, Nehru established a new template of using constitutional amendments to overcome court judgments and to render constitutional actions that at the time of their commission had been patently and apparently unconstitutional. As he wrote to his chief ministers, a constitution must be held in respect, but if it ceases to represent or comes in the way of the spirit of the age or the powerful urges of the people, then difficulties and conflicts arise. It is wise, therefore, to have not only stability and fixity of purpose, but also a certain flexibility and pliability in the constitution. A rigid constitution may well come in the way of change in a transitional age. This became a maxim, institutionalizing and promoting the view that the Constitution, rather than being the foundation of the nation's social contract, was a legal document to be amended and abridged at will whenever it suited the government or came in the way of the supposed urges of the people.